Scroll, pause, double tap, post, repeat. There's a rhythm to it, isn't there? A kind of hypnotic digital heartbeat that just regulates the day.
It sounds like a job.
It does.
A job I never actually applied for, but somehow I'm working overtime.
Exactly. We tell ourselves we're using these platforms, to express who we are. But if you really look at the psychological landscape right now, I think that's a comfortable lie.
Okay.
We aren't expressing ourselves. We're engaged in this ritual of self-commodification that is so seamless, so integrated into our lives, we've just mistaken it for our personality.
We think we're living, but we're...
What?
Generating assets.
That's it. You're generating assets.
That hits a little too close to home. I woke up this morning and the light was just so, that perfect golden hour light. And my first thought wasn't, oh, what a lovely morning. My first thought was, if I move my coffee cup 3 inches to the left, this is a story.
You were art directed.
I wasn't even fully awake and I was already art directing my own existence.
Yeah. That is the perfect entry point. Let's do a deep dive into that specific thing. The morning routine video. We all know the genre.
Oh, I know well. Soft focus.
The slow motion pour of the oat milk latte. The leather-bound journal that looks like it's never, ever been written in.
I own that journal. I bought it because of one of those videos. It represents the person I feel like I should be.
But look closer at it. That video, it's not a documentation of a morning, it's a commercial.
Right.
It's screaming authenticity, but it's really a product demonstration. And the product is you, the you that you're selling.
It feels like realness, though. That's the trap, right? It looks so peaceful.
But think about the mechanics of it. To get that shot of you waking up peacefully, you had to first wake up, set up a tripod, check the lighting, get back in bed, pretend to be asleep, and then wake up again.
Oh.
The line between living your life and performing your life hasn't just blurred, it's completely dissolved. The camera isn't capturing the moment.
What does it do?
It's colonizing it.
Colonizing the moment. That is a terrifying way to put it. So every moment of solitude is... what, just a stage rehearsal?
I think so. And this is where the analysis gets really interesting. To survive in this marketplace, you have to perform authenticity with such forensic precision that the performance becomes indistinguishable from the reality.
So you're not even pretending to be happy.
You're manufacturing a happiness asset for distribution.
Which leaves me in this weird state of vertigo. I'll catch myself laughing at a dinner party, and a part of my brain is thinking, that would have looked good on video.
The observing self.
Yeah, the little cameraman in my head, it's like he's fired the experiencing self.
And that's the whole mission of today's deep dive. We're not just talking about screen time or addiction. Those are just symptoms.
Right.
We're talking about a fundamental psychological mutation, the transformation of human subjectivity into, brand architecture.
Brand architecture. I mean, I hear that in marketing meetings, not a therapy.
Well, that's the whole problem, isn't it? The self-help industry, it used to be about know thyself, introspection.
And now?
Now, it's package thyself. The tools we used to use to understand our souls have been completely swapped out for the tools corporations use to sell detergent.
I was looking at a coaching program for personal growth, and I realized halfway through, they weren't asking me what I desired or what I was afraid of. They were asking for my unique value proposition.
It's the corporate takeover of the psyche. I mean, just think about personality tests. Myers-Briggs used to be a way to understand your inner world.
For sure, your cognitive stack.
Now, it's a positioning statement for your LinkedIn bio. I'm an INFJT, the strategic empath for purpose-driven organizations.
Oh God, I've seen that exact bio, and I'm so guilty of this. I've started using corporate speak for my own emotional life.
How so?
I don't tell my friends I'm overwhelmed anymore. I tell them I'm hitting capacity constraints.
Or that you don't have the bandwidth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have a bandwidth. I need to circle back to my own feelings. We don't have feelings. We process emotional data.
We're trying to optimize our own humanity away.
It feels like that.
And the most insidious term in this whole new dictionary is radical transparency.
Oh, I see this everywhere. LinkedIn CEOs crying about firing people.
Oh, right. Vulnerability used to be the one thing you couldn't commodify. It was messy, it was private, it was risky. Now
it's a premium feature.
It's been rebranded as a premium feature in your leadership toolkit, leveraging vulnerability for authentic impact.
It just creates this intense dissonance for me. When I see someone post a long caption about their anxiety with a perfectly lit selfie, I mean, are they actually sad? Or are they creating content about being sad because relatability drives engagement?
It treats the self like a startup. Every inner conflict is a pivot. Every trauma is a growth opportunity just waiting to be monetized.
Oh, God.
And this isn't just for influencers. Look at modern romance. We have completely adopted the logic of venture capital in our dating lives.
This is where I feel really called out. Because dating apps, they are marketplaces. There's no other way to look at it.
Your profile isn't a portrait of you, it's a pitch deck. Your photos are A/B tested. If the photo with the dog gets more likes than the hiking one, well, you delete the hiking photo. You're optimizing your user acquisition strategy.
And the first date, it's a cold email. You sit there, you state your value proposition, you imply a call to action.
And you hope for a second meeting. We're not looking for lovers anymore. We're looking for an optimal co-founder for the startup of our lives.
And the anxiety that creates is so different.
Tell me about that, the anxiety shift.
Well, the old romantic anxiety was, will they like me?
It was human. It was uncertain.
But now, it's market anxiety. Will my conversion rate improve if I change my primary asset? You're not a desiring person anymore. You're a stressed out product manager.
That distinction between existential dread and market anxiety, that's everything. I feel it at 2 in the morning.
It's not, what's the meaning of life? It's, why did that post tank?
Yeah.
Or, did I say the wrong thing? Am I becoming irrelevant?
Let's look at the physiology of that 2 a.m. panic, because the body keeps score. We're dealing with the toll of just perpetual self-auditing.
It's visceral. My stomach drops.
Because cortisol spikes when notifications drop. Dopamine crashes when engagement metrics go down. Your nervous system is responding to social validation with the same urgency our ancestors had for, I don't know, saber-toothed tigers.
So my body thinks a low-performing post is a genuine threat to my survival.
Essentially. And this brings us to the structure of the mind itself. We have to talk about the superego.
Okay, brush me up on my Freud. The superego is the dad voice, right? The moral judge.
Traditionally, yes, exactly. It's the internalized authority.
Shirt.
Parents, church, society. Yeah.
That says, thou shalt not.
Yeah.
Restricts you. It creates guilt.
Right.
But today, I think the superego has been outsourced.
Outsourced to what?
To the algorithm.
That is heavy. The algorithm is my dad, in a way. But the command has changed. The old superego said, don't do that. The new algorithmic superego says, thou shalt trend.
And the punishment? It's not guilt.
The punishment is invisibility.
And in an attention economy, invisibility feels like death. If the algorithm doesn't see you, do you even exist?
That's the fear that drives the whole machine. And the wildest part of this is we do it willingly. We call it volunteerism.
Oh, we tell ourselves we're entrepreneurs of self. I'm monetizing my passion. I'm the CEO of me, Inc.
That's the genius of it, isn't it? It tricked us into thinking that our own alienation is actually empowerment.
I catch myself thinking I'm taking control of my narrative. But what I'm really doing is just voluntarily walking into a cage and locking the door. Because if I refuse to participate...
You're the social suicide.
Exactly. The pressure isn't a gun to my head saying, post this selfie. The pressure is internal. I sell myself because everyone else is, and the alternative is just irrelevance.
So that's the external pressure, the algorithmic superego. But let's go underground, into the Freudian underground of your Instagram feed. If Freud were here, he wouldn't see authenticity. He'd see dream work.
Dream work, like coded messages.
Exactly. Freud analyzed dreams for hidden meanings. Your feed is the same. Take condensation. In a dream, one person might represent 3. In your bio, you compress your entire messy humanity into 3 words.
Coffee lover, traveler, strategist. It's a caricature.
And then there's displacement. You have all this rage, this real human rage. But rage is unmarketable.
Brands don't like rage.
So where does it go? It gets displaced into a boundaries carousel. You channel that aggression into a passive-aggressive slideshow about cutting toxic people out of your life.
It's sanitized rage. And what about symbolization?
Well, the avocado toast isn't just breakfast. It's a symbol that says, I am in control, I have disposable income, I am healthy.
It's a signifier.
It is. But this creates a civil war in the psyche. You have the I, the basement dweller, all the raw desire, the envy, the neediness.
The stuff that gets you canceled.
Right. So the I gets shoved in the basement. Then you have the ego. Now, the ego is supposed to be the negotiator, balancing desire with reality. But in this new model, the ego has collapsed. It's no longer a negotiator.
What is it?
It's a marketing department.
Oh, I love that. My ego isn't steering the ship, it's just writing press releases.
Precisely. Its only job is to spin the id's raw desires into something the superego, the algorithm, will buy. So, okay, id wants to scream at an ex, we can't do that. But marketing can spin it as a glow-up post.
Look how well I'm doing without you. Ideally with a thirst trap.
Exactly. But here's the danger. The repressed always returns. You can't just delete these feelings. The rage you didn't post becomes 3 a.m. doom scrolling. The envy you repackage
Becomes a compulsive need to check follower counts.
and the neediness.
But notifications.
It's the digital pacifier. You're soothing the infant self that's screaming because it isn't being heard, it's only being viewed.
That distinction, being heard versus being viewed, is heartbreaking. It must change how we think about libido, too. I always just thought of it as sex drive.
Freud meant it more as life force, the energy that drives you. Usually libido flows outward towards people, projects, the world.
Right.
But here, the flow is reversed. Libido flows back toward the image of yourself.
It's a closed loop. I'm not putting energy into the relationship. I'm putting it into the portrayal of the relationship.
Cannibalistic libido. You're consuming your own life to feed your image. You don't desire your partner, you desire the photo of you with your partner that proves you are desirable.
Oof. Tertiary narcissism. It's not even that I love myself. I mean, I kind of hate myself sometimes. Yeah. But I love the metrics beneath my reflection.
You love the proof that others love you.
Yeah. It's a hall of mirrors, but the mirrors are all black screens.
And what about the darker drives? Thanatos, the death drive, destruction, we all have it. But you can't be destructive on a curated feed.
So it gets sublimated into disruption.
Exactly. Aggression is rebranded as disruptive innovation or calling out toxic culture.
The irony is killing me. The influencer who builds a brand on anti-hustle culture, but is selling a $297 course on how to optimize your rest.
The aggression is still there. They're aggressively selling you relaxation. The revolution is sponsored. And the defense mechanism holding this all together, intellectualization. We think our feelings instead of feeling them.
I do this constantly. I don't just grieve. I reframe grief as a portal for transformation.
You mine your trauma for content, you convert pain into product.
Here's what my panic attack taught me about B2B sales.
And it sounds funny, but the cost is catastrophic. You lose the ability to actually heal because you're too busy documenting the healing journey.
You can't process an emotion if you're packaging it for an audience at the same time.
The subject, the real you, is collapsing.
This is the core of it, isn't it? The collapse of the subject.
To be a subject, a human, is to be messy, contradictory, changing. But to be an object, a brand, is to be consistent, predictable, consumable.
The marketplace demands objects.
But the psyche requires being a subject. You can't be both.
You see this so clearly in those crying videos. Someone sets up a camera, checks the lighting, and then starts weeping.
It induces this vertigo in the viewer because you have to ask, who is crying? Is it the person in pain?
Or is it the content creator?
And you can't answer both because the moment you hit record, the monetizing self has colonized the feeling self. The observer has taken control.
It's a profound self-alienation.
It is.
And because that feels so gross, deep down we project it. We attack fake influencers. We call them attention seekers. We get so angry at them.
But we're just attacking the mirror. We're angry at our own self-betrayal. We're projecting our own shame about our own performance onto them.
We've diagnosed the patient, and the patient is us. The self is a startup. The superego is an algorithm. Is there any way out? Or is this anxiety just the background radiation of being alive now?
Well, the sources offer this reframing. It's not happy, but it's hopeful in a dark way. They suggest that the symptom, that anxiety, that dread you feel at 2 a.m. is a prophecy. It's an immune response.
So the anxiety isn't the sickness.
No, the anxiety is the real you, the subject fighting back. It's your soul rebelling against being turned into a product. Freud said the symptom is truth trying to break through the performance.
So when I feel that panic, that's the last bit of my humanity screaming, I am not a brand.
Exactly. Don't medicate it away. Listen to it. It brings us to the silence between the notifications. That moment when the screen goes dark and you are just there.
The void.
We are terrified of the void. We think we're addicted to the phone, but we're addicted to the distraction from the self. We fear that if we aren't being seen, we don't exist.
Which leads to that final question, the one that honestly scares the hell out of me.
If you stopped selling yourself tomorrow, would anything remain?
If I stopped the updates, the stories, the curated bio, is there a person left underneath the pitch deck?
That is the only question that matters now, and the realization we might need to come to. the one that hurts, is that the self you are selling was never yours to begin with. It's a mask that is forgotten. It covers a face.
And maybe the anxiety is just the face trying to take a breath.
Maybe. That's it for this deep dive. Check your settings, but maybe check your soul first. We'll see you next time.